This video is not going to be a hit piece. I'm literally not going to call out anyone specifically. The reason I wanted to make this video though is because I've been seeing a lot of comments recently talking about how people feel guilty and afraid of not clicking these kinds of videos with titles like God wants you to see this, God put this on your recommendation for a reason, don't scroll or God will be mad. And seeing people guilty and afraid when I don't think they need to be makes me sad to hear, you know? So I just wanted to break these videos down a little bit. Based on the comments, I think a lot of people feel guilty from these titles because they think by not clicking it, they're disobeying God in some sort of way. The titles are literally, God wants you to hear this, and if you don't click that, are you not disobeying what God wanted you to hear? You know, it makes sense. But I think when you really look at these kinds of videos, there's a few things you got to make clear. One is that just because a title says that it's from God, truly doesn't mean it is. And one of the biggest factors of these videos showing up in our recommended is the algorithm. People click these types of videos because they're enticing, and you might have clicked them before, so they keep showing up. And I wanted to do an experiment. I took like a fresh YouTube channel that I barely watched any videos on and just clicked these kinds of titles over and over again to see what would happen to my algorithm. And I'm gonna blur it out, but you can see here in 1 minute I found 12 of these on my recommended, and the reason so many showed up is because I clicked on them. In order to watch all of these God wants you to hear this videos, I would probably have to take up 2 hours of my time. And that's 2 hours of my life that I'd know I'd strengthen my faith with God and my relationship with my Father through spending time with Him, through spending time reading His Word and praying. And I want to get this really clear. God can and will give you messages through other people all the time. That's why we have pastors and community and YouTube videos. But there's never going to be a time where these outside messages from other people become more important than God, or God will ever make you feel guilty from passing that up to spend time with Him directly. The biggest thing when I think about feeling guilt and fear from God is like, would my Father who truly loves me unconditionally make me feel guilty for this? Okay, but let's say hypothetically for a moment, God did really put a video on your recommended and He really wanted you to hear that message, okay? Maybe you were busy, maybe you felt tired, maybe you just wanted to read the Bible instead, so you didn't watch the video. You can go to God and ask Him what that message was. You can receive it through the Bible. You can receive it directly from Him. All right, you know why? Because He's our dad and not a dictator. God's not going to be like, well, I showed you this video to give you a message and you had your one chance, and now that you skipped it, I'm not going to tell you anything. If a message is really there to strengthen your faith, God will never hold it back, because why would He pass up on a chance to get closer with you? God's not petty or vindictive. He's not cruel. He sees you as His darling, darling child who He loves more than anything else. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. Look, I'm a YouTuber, right? I just wanted to make this absolutely clear, okay? There is nothing that I can say that God can't say to you 10 times better. There's no secret message that I have that God couldn't do for you, okay? I'm nothing. It's all God, so don't ever feel guilty about passing up on me to be with your Father. What after all is Apollos, and what is Paul? Only servants through whom you came to believe, as the Lord has assigned to each his task. I planted the seed, Apollos watered it, but God has been making it grow. So neither the one who plants nor the one who waters is anything, but only God who makes things grow. I want to end this video off on a quick little weird analogy, because I love weird analogies. Reading the Bible is kind of like working out. Praying is kind of like eating the protein and the good food you need to actually get your muscles to grow. And Christian YouTube videos is like protein powder. Protein powder is a convenient, fast way to get some of the protein you need in to grow your muscles, but it's an extra supplement. Protein powder is useless without the actual working out and all the other good foods you eat. All right, if you only drank protein powder, you're just gonna get fat. It's not useful to you. What YouTube videos are is a little convenient cherry on top, you know, to give you messages and encouragement, you know, sometimes when we can't do it ourselves. But without actually God, we're nothing. And just one more thing I want to say, I keep adding stuff. The reason I've never titled one of my videos like this personally, God wants you to see this, is because God's never told me that. I just want you to know, as a Christian YouTuber, like, I've prayed about my videos, I've talked to him about what I should do better, and he gives me advice, but God has never once told me, hey, everybody I send this video to on the algorithm needs to hear it. It's a personal message from me, God. God has never told me that, so I never titled my videos like this. And I don't know if other people have, but I just wanted to share my personal experience. So yeah, that's everything I got in this video. Yeah, thanks for watching.